Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee and Cookies. Today is a fabulous day. My name is Lindsay. We're so glad you're joining us today. We have a lot, I feel like I'm still on, I've had a whirlwind weekend. So this is an ongoing week for me. But this is going to be a great day, and I'm choosing to have that attitude. So I hope you are choosing to have a great attitude today too. Today's show is sponsored by Rookie.io, reputation management to complete your digital marketing foundation. Learn more at www.ruci.io. Nick, are you excited for today?
Oh my goodness, yes. It's TGIM. TGI to the M. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God it's Monday, and that means that greatness is going to be just flowing. Mm-hmm. It's going to flow. It's going to flow. Do you want to know why it's going to flow? It's going to flow because you need it to flow. I need it to flow. This world needs it to flow. So we're just going to bring the positive, and it's going to flow.
Well, I think it's a choice, too.
I'm making the choice for you.
Yep.
You're going to bring in the flow. You don't get the choice. I'm telling you, you need to bring the positive today.
Okay, great.
Yeah. There we go.
But they still have to choose to do it.
No, they don't. I'm making it for them. You guys just bring the positive. Why? Mm-hmm. If someone's like, man, you're really positive today. Why are you so positive today? You'd be like, Nick told me I had to be positive. Just blame me.
Blame it on Nick.
Just blame me.
That's
blame
great.
me. Just do that. Do it.
I do.
Do it. You should. You absolutely should. Why do I need to be positive today? Nick said I got to be positive today. Who's Nick? Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna be positive today.
Don't worry about it.
you just, and if they really do push, be like, you want just go check him out on Facebook. Just go watch Coffee and Cookies morning show.
That's right.
And if you don't understand the positive from him, hey, you just missing it. You just tell him you just missing it. Lindsay, sweetness. Nick, caffeine. I'm the caffeine. Mm-hmm. As I drink more caffeine. I love. So here we go. You ready for this? I was told. Good morning. I was told that we do this show too often.
Too often? Huh. Okay.
I was told that we do this show too often, and we need to trim it back to once a week.
Well, that would just be so sad for our audience.
And I was like,
and for us.
No. And hear me on this. I gave it some thought.
You did?
I did. I was like, man, are we taking too much of our work time having this show?
Because it's not just this 30 to 60 minutes that we're on with you, depending on how much Nick feels like talking right now.
Wow. Right in with the jabs. Goodness.
No, but there's prep time.
Oh.
And then there's post prep time.
Oh,
and
whoa.
then there's going and answering all the comments. Sometimes we don't get done with working on the show until 10:30. There are days. It's crazy.
There are days that it goes that far, but I don't see why people
are hating.
Yeah. That's why what it is.
Throwing shade. Man, you're too positive. You should just tone it down to once a week.
No. I say no to that. I say no to that. You say no to that. You need to bring your positive. I need to bring the positive. Lindsay needs to bring the sweetness, and let's roll.
I don't need to bring the positive sweetness.
Oh, fuddy-duddy on that.
Totally.
But here we go.
Just be sweet.
So when you do that, when you see someone that is succeeding in their game and you say, you may need to turn that down a little bit. Here's what I'm going to say to you. Beware of your words. Seriously, beware of your words.
Did it hurt, Nick?
Because you may not understand the influence that you have over people. Mm. The person who said this to me does not carry enough influence. It was, I'm going to think about it for about 5-15 minutes and then it was gone.
Right.
But had it come from someone maybe within my inner circle or my family or someone that I actually gave their opinion some weight, could it have had a little bit more effect? It could have.
Did y'all hear that? He chooses to determine how much value somebody else's opinion has.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know how to do that.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Whoop, whoop. Okay, hold on. I was not expecting a breakthrough this early in the show. We're only at 5 minutes and 48 seconds. Can you restate that? That was not in the script.
There's so many people that have a hard time knowing when to add value to a comment or an opinion and to let it roll off their shoulders. Like, a lot of people they don't know how to, I'm one of them actually, like, and I say this from personal experience. Like, I internalize a lot of what people say, and that comes from, my background, growing up, situations I went through, whatever. But that shaped how I value people's opinion. And so it's hard for me to just be like, I don't really care what you say.
So because of your upbringing, let's just all those great words that you said, but let's roll it into one word, upbringing.
My history.
Maybe you give weight to people's words that they really should not carry any weight into your life.
Absolutely. Yeah, who cares? I've gotten way better at it now. But a lot of people that don't know how to, or don't have that personal identity grounded in them, like grounded at all, whether that's in God or whether that's in whatever, we're grasping for it from everybody else. Like, what's my identity? And we're getting it from what people say about us. So it carries weight because we're not
that's good.
self-grounded in who we are.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm here all week.
How many other people still struggle with that? But and understand what you just said. It comes all the way back to self-identity. Are you grounded into yourself? Do you know who you are? Do you know what your, as Pastor Keith would say, what your 1% is, or what your divine fingerprint is? Like, do you know who you are, and therefore you know where you stand? And let's take that a step further. Okay. Do you have your own core values? Right? Do you have your own mission or vision statement for your life? Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. Do you have this written down for your life? So when distractions come in, so when people come at you, you go, doesn't matter. That doesn't align with my vision. It does not align with my mission. Therefore, you're not being a positive influence. Therefore, your words are null and void. Now, let's take this a step further, right? Maybe the words carry a hey, be aware of this. That's good. That I will listen to if you're within my inner circle, right? Because then I know if you're in my inner circle, I know you have my best interest at heart. I know that you're speaking positive about Nick. You're praying for Nick to win, right? I'm praying for you to win. I'm praying for positive over you. But we both want to win. So if we're both moving in the same for a win-win mentality, right? A win-win situation. We're both wanting to win at life, and you come in and you say, Nick, you need to be aware of this. Okay, I can receive that correctly. But you coming in from your negative atmosphere over here, way over there. No, I don't need to give you that weight. Why? Because you don't align with the direction that I want to go. You don't align with my core values. You don't have my phone number. Therefore, your opinion may not matter.
Right.
Now, let's go the other way with that. You want to throw some positive at me? I will take that. Absolutely. And I don't need to know you for you to exchange that positive. And here's why. If you're pushing positive into my life, if you're pushing positive into my inner circle, right? If you're being that positive influence, maybe I want to draw you in closer. It's funny. So I know a lot of people are going to know who this is. I just learned who this is. His name is Eric Thomas.
Love Eric Thomas.
Okay.
He's from Michigan State, by the way.
He is. Okay. He's from Michigan State. But before he went speaking, do you know what he did? He went back to university to go learn how to speak, to make sure that he could speak very properly for the audience that he was trying to appeal to. He studied his audience and said, I need to become a better speaker.
Because if you look at his background story, he wasn't around that crowd.
He was not. Like, Eric Thomas is a true success story unto himself. Like, that's a person, if I find out he's coming to Dallas, I'm going to get in the room and understand the why behind it. The why behind it is that is a man who doesn't just speak positive, he lives it. And he lives it. And you know, I was listening to one of his messages, and he's talking to all these sales reps, like 7-figure sales reps. And he's like, you guys think you're succeeding, but you're doing it for the money. You're doing it for the cars. You're doing it for the fame. I'm doing it for my boo. And I literally, like, I feel like it took a brick to the face, right? Like, it was just like, boom. How many of us do that? You know, and then he goes into his story about his wife and what ailments impacted their life now, and why he gets up at 3 a.m., right? What motivates him, the value. And I love how much he preaches on this, is the value of time. I don't need to be in his inner circle, but if I have a way to comment on Eric Thomas's post, he doesn't need my positive, but I'm going to be that positive, right? If I get to comment on his post, if I get to be in his audience, if I get to do something or be anywhere in his vicinity, I'm going to make sure I bring that positive. Something else that he said that I thought was just so key was it's his business manager, it's his integrator. And do you know the story? His integrator will call him up about once a week to once every other week and go, ET, and I don't feel right saying that because I don't know him well enough to call him that. He goes, I believe in you. I believe in you. I stood here. I made you a millionaire because I believe in you. Imagine, audience, imagine, family of choice, if at least once a week you got a phone call from someone that is within your sphere of influence that could impact the direction of your life, and they say, I believe in you so much, I came to work for you. I'm going to make you a millionaire. By the way, I made you a millionaire, and I believe in you. Let's get you to 100 million. Let's get you to 1 billion. I believe in you. I believe in you. We don't hear that enough today. You don't. You get torn down, kicked around. You didn't do that right. It's not perfect. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Okay? I felt like I was going down a little bit of a negative. I had to make it funny.
Yeah, you had to. You had to. Nicely done.
I'm going to sit here and tell you I believe in you. I believe in you. If you're in the comments, what do I need to believe in you for? Do I need to believe in you for your marriage success? Do I need to believe in you for your business success? Like, it's so funny. You know, a lot of my coaching was coaching gymnastics. But when you coach gymnastics, because I specialize in tumbling, I got a lot of cheerleaders. And I used to always tell my students, it's about you. This has nothing to do with me. I'm a coach here so you can be better. This is about you. I believe in you. You know, you have these kids, and I had everything from, 3 and 4 year olds to college students. And it was amazing to me how when, maybe they fell off the bar, maybe they didn't get a skill right, or maybe they're learning how to do a front roll, like basic, right? It's, hey, you want to know what? I believe in you. Let's go ahead. We're going to squat down. We're going to put your hands down. We're going to do our front roll. You're going to stand up and you're going to say, ta-da. And to watch that kid mentally switch and go, okay, someone believes in me.
And I think you go from having somebody speak that into you to understanding that you can speak that over yourself.
After you learn how to.
Yes, but that's the next step.
Right?
Of, okay, they believe in me. You know what? I believe in me. I can do this. I know that there's greatness in me, and it's going to come out today.
There you go.
But having that foundation of going back to how this all started in this conversation was, people are reaching for everybody else to give them their identity. You need to have that positive starting point, and then you have that foundation of, okay, I can speak this over me. When that negativity comes in, you going back to what you know is true and speaking that truth over you of, I'm a daughter of the Most High God. I'm wonderfully made.
Mm-hmm.
There's more to that. Lost my mind.
You're good.
But like just speaking that truth over me helps me be like, you know what? It doesn't matter what they say. And it helps me understand what's just chatter and what's real.
And with the way that negativity can be magnified on social media so quickly, you have to have that. Especially in today's youth. Today's youth when you sit here, good morning, Amber. Thank you for hopping into the comments. That's how we know you're here. Thank you for tuning in, sweet wife. When you sit here and you look at your kids and you go, man, why are kids so confused today? Kids are confused today because no one's speaking that over them. Kids are confused today because there's a lack of leadership. I'm not going to go down that road. Let's stay right here. If you tell your kids, I believe in you, you instill some kind of family core values. And I'm not saying it needs to be a lot of them, but Amber and I we've been going back and forth with some of our core values, but you want to know you are strong, brave, kind, successful, beautiful, and wise. I pray that over my daughters every day. This morning now, and every morning we're going to say it together. We are strong, brave, kind, successful, beautiful. Yes, I am beautiful. Look at this beard, and wise. Okay? Imagine if every morning.
I think you just got your core values.
You want to know what? Well, no, because that's only the first third of our prayer. But I'm talking about this. I'm like, Amber, we have this massive wall when you walk into our house, and I'm thinking this strong and a verse, brave and a verse, strong, brave, kind in a verse, successful in a verse, beautiful in a verse, wise in a verse, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, could these be our core values? Yeah, but you understand that, like, if I actually do this, there's going to be like, Amber, I hope you're ready for this. It'll be like 12, 13, 14 core values here that we're going to be rolling in, okay?
It suggested no more than 7, right?
Yeah, I know that, and I'm taking that and I'm kicking it right out the door.
All right.
But here we go, right? No. Here it's here we go. You ready? It's just like Pastor Keith. There's a high level core values, the 4. You know the 4. Mm-hmm. When you get into his mastermind, those get split up. And then when you do his one-on-one coaching, they get split up again. Like the closer you get into Pastor Keith's inner circle and doing life with Pastor Keith, the more he shares with you, because that's when you're ready to start hearing that. Some people would be like, Nick, 14 core values. I don't know about that. Correct. Start with 3. Start with 4.
Right. Well, you have the core values, and then you said it splits out. So those 14 could probably be categorized into.
Oh yeah, they are. Yes, 4, that's exactly what's going
6.
on.
So you have the 6 core, and then there's that inner circle, and then you have that outer circle, and it just keeps going.
Yes, and that's yes.
I feel like a butt's coming.
No. At first I thought there was, but there's really not. That's it. That's it. That is it. And then after you have that, have your kids say it. Mm-hmm. And you want to, you may be like, Nick, I don't even know where to have my kids start to pray or anything like that. Great. Strong, brave, kind, successful. If you have a little boy, maybe it's handsome. Okay. I have 3 daughters. Beautiful just is easy for us. Okay. Beautiful and wise. If your kids were strong, brave, kind, successful, beautiful, and wise, I think you hit the jackpot. Right?
Did you hear that, Mom? You hit the jackpot.
Like seriously, like as a parent, if your kid were to look back on their life 20 years from now, they look back and they go, you want to know what? And the decisions that I made in life, I was strong. In the decisions I made in life, I was brave. In the decisions I made in life, I was kind. I was successful. I took care of my body. I made sure that I was beautiful on the inside and out. And you want to know what? I studied the Bible. I studied whatever academia I needed to study, and I made sure I was wise. Mm-hmm. That would be, I'm thinking to myself, like if I look back on the last 40 years of my life and I could actually answer that way, which I can't, just FYI, I cannot, right? But from this point moving forward, between the ages of 40 and 60 years old, if I could actually look back and say that, that would be an absolute win.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Win.
Care to share?
What do y'all pray over your kids? Seriously, like in the comments, what do you pray over your kids?
Mm-hmm. We have a declaration. It's pretty long, actually, but my 3-year-old memorizes it, and she leads us in it.
Go.
So we take turns.
Share it.
Leading. We are the Smiths. We are beautifully and wonderfully made. We are, oh my gosh, I usually just follow. Hold on, give me a second. I know, right?
I know. It's like you have this great idea in your head, a place in your head, and then you go to say it, and it's like,
yeah. We are the Smiths. We are beautifully and wonderfully made. We are strong, courageous leaders. We are, no, oh my gosh. Dustin, where are you?
Dustin, we need you in the comments. Tristan, Lexi, help.
Yes, I need you to help mommy. Like I can say it in the moment. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You want to
I'll
what?
have to come back to
there
that.
you go. We will absolutely come back to that.
So
we'll come back to that.
This actually brings up a great story.
Okay, story time.
Funny story. So, Dustin, I was talking to my husband last night, and we were just recapping the weekend, and he's like, "Hey, do you know where this is?" Or no, I asked him. I said, "Hey, do you know where I put the? Have you seen this? I'm looking for it." And he's like, "You can't find it?" I'm like, "No, I can't find it. I'm like, I put it somewhere." And I'm like, this is a great spot because it's out of the way. I'll remember where it is. Now I can't find it. And I looked at him and I said, honey, have I always been this forgetful? Because I feel like in my history, like growing up, we did Bible verses. I memorized hymns. We had memory things every week at school. And some of them were like full on hymns with 3 stanzas and everything. Like it was full on. So like I felt like I was pretty good about my memory. And he goes, no, it hasn't been, like this forever. And I'm like, well, how long do you think it's happened? About 7 years. And if y'all know our family, my son is 7 years old.
Oh, no, you had your son and lost your memory.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
Pregnancy brain. It's a real thing. And it don't come back.
If that does not make you laugh, you are in the wrong show. Just leave. If that did make you laugh, you need to share this shit with your friends and be like, y'all gotta watch this hilariousness. Sean, I love what you have in the comments.
Yeah.
No kids, but we have our marriage prayer. Sean, great point.
Yep.
Great point. Just to bring it back, like we had our laughter, let's bring it back. What do you pray with your spouse? Are you ready for this? What do you pray over your spouse? It's interesting. It's interesting because I've done this completely backwards. I prayed over my kids better than I prayed over my wife. And now I'm still learning how to pray over myself.
Right.
Like
and I feel like
it was just I'm almost done.
Okay.
It was just easier for me. It was easier for me to look at that little tiny person and go, I need to come up with a really good set of words to pray over this tiny person to give them the best start on life that that I can. And then it was, oh my goodness, I'm not praying over my wife. I need to change that. And now because of freedom, I'm like, I'm praying this all over everyone else, but I'm not praying it over myself. And so Sean is in my my freedom group, and he was like, feel a little called out, don't you? Sean is freaking hilarious. You want to know what Sean? So back in the day, we had a question of is it sarcasm or witty? Sean walks that balance of sarcasm and witty like so perfectly. Yes. When we have him on the show, I'm probably going to sit back and I'm going to watch you two go at it. It's going to be great.
I'm excited.
All right, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
No. So about praying over my kids, praying over my spouse, Amber, praying over and learning how to pray over myself. You gotta play in both courts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but I can share this. Like we prayed. I remember what I was gonna pray. I mean, we'll say.
It came back. The pregnancy break.
Remember how I said at the beginning of the show, it's been a whirlwind weekend? Yeah. I need like a day just to catch up on my sleep so that my brain can feel rejuvenated. So in my house, we're so intentional with the kids about we pray every night. And yet.
Ooh. Why are you calling me out?
I mean.
Why are you calling me out?
I'm not. I'm calling myself out.
Why are you calling me out?
But we're not as intentional about doing that over our spouse or over myself. Like, I'm not intentional like that when I do that. Like, you know, it's prayer time.
I'm dodging.
It's prayer time with the kids. Like, it is a routine. But I don't have that routine. And I don't have that routine with my husband.
Oh, why do I feel so called out right now? Oh, man.
So, yeah.
Oh, man.
Something that we prayed yesterday. So, not like we pray every day, but you know.
We prayed yesterday. We get in like once a month.
I know, right? Yeah. But Dustin, he was just, the kids were in the bathtub. He's like, hey, will you just pray with me? Like, I'm frustrated with things. Like, will you just pray over me? Mm-hmm. He said, pray with me. So he actually started out praying, and I felt led, and it was more of like, hey, we need to pause like not pause this prayer, but we need to pause. Mm-hmm. 'Cause it was all about, you know, give me the peace, 'cause he's frustrated. Right. Mm-hmm. But it was like, who's the giver of peace? Who does peace come from? That comes from the Spirit. And if you don't invite him into your prayer, like, it was just so powerful. So I invited, I'm like, Holy Spirit, God, we just ask that you would come into this prayer, because it's all about you. You are our helper and all these things. And like, it just shifted how we prayed after that.
That's good.
It was good.
I'm going to use a sports analogy real quick. It's almost like you're a coach and you have your football team, basketball team, baseball team, whatever it is, right? And here we go. Let's just go with basketball. You have your basketball team. Your basketball team is your family. And the team you're playing against is whomever, just whatever comes to your mind. Okay. This is your story. Okay. And it's like, you have the Holy Spirit, you have Jesus, and you have God, and they're all sitting on the bench.
Mm-hmm. And we're in the game. And everybody's in the game.
Your family's at the end because you're the coach, right? And it always in my analogies that I do, because I'm the coach, I'm the leader of the household, I'm calling the plays, but my family's out there playing the game,
right?
And sometimes we forget that we have 3 all-stars. Here we go, Amber. Amber will appreciate this. It's a soccer game, Okay? You're playing against another team. Your family's out there. They're tired. They're worn out.
Yeah, thank God I'm the coach because I hate running.
Oh, no. See, when you coach in soccer, you're running up and down the sideline as
Man.
well.
Yep, I'm exhausted
with
too.
the ball, right? and you have the Holy Spirit, you have Jesus, and you have God all sitting there, and they're like, Coach, put me in.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, my family got it. My work got it. My teammates got it. And they're sitting there like, no, we're not saying they don't got it.
Let me help. Let me set
help.
them up. Let me be the what's it called when you assist. Let me assist.
There you go.
Let
right?
me, it's not that they're going to take all the shots from you. They're going to set you up for the perfect score.
And with that, we're done, y'all, because that was so well said. That was so well said. Goodness, that was so good. They're going to set you up.
Yep.
At no point in time, dude, oh my goodness, like, wow.
I just changed his vision.
That just, done. But seriously, they're sitting there like, hey, put me in, coach. Right? Hey, let me get in the game.
That's a great book title. Put God in the game.
There you go. I like it. And you want to know what's funny is we're going to have to reference all the way back to this episode whenever I write the book. There's wherever you're at, and hear me on this. I'm calling myself out as much as I'm going to call someone else out. If you are praying greatness over other people, as much as it might be a struggle today, take 2 minutes and pray the exact same greatness prayer over yourself. 2 minutes. People have no problem, and I even read this into the comments. Sean said it. They have no problem praying for other people. I need you to pray for yourself. Okay? I need you to take that greatness prayer, whatever your default greatness prayer is, and the one that you pray over other people, the one that pray over your kids, the one that you pray over your spouse, the one that you pray over people at church. I need you to pray that over yourself today. Okay? I'm going to come into alignment with you that when you're praying that prayer, I'm going to hear it. When you're praying that prayer, know that.
What did you just say?
I'm going to hear it. Okay? When you pray that prayer, you need to understand that you're not going to be praying that prayer by yourself alone. And if you want to shoot me a message, if you want to send me a text message, those of you that have that actually have my phone number, you let me know. If you're like, Nick, you want to, I'm not ready to do that. I'll get on the phone with you. Mm-hmm. Let me know. If you want someone to stand there next to you, if you need a cheerleader to stand there next to you and go, I need someone to believe in me right now, you message me. And for the next hour to hour and a half, Lindsay and I will be having our L10, our level 10 meeting. And I'm giving you permission right now to interrupt that L10 meeting. If you need someone to pray with you, and understand, I'm not going to pray for you. You're going to pray the prayer. I'm just going to stand there, and I'm just going to back you up.
Because where 2 or more are gathered, so it is done in heaven.
There you go. And you might be like, Nick, I like you. Can I message Lindsay instead?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be Lindsay. It could be whoever. I'm just saying, if you don't have someone, message us. If you do have someone, message them. And understand, I don't want them to pray for you. I want you to lead the prayer, and they're there to reinforce you. They're there to back you up. They're there to be your cheerleader. Mm-hmm. Okay, and there you go. That's TGIM. There we go. That's TGIM. That's thank God it's Monday. We're ready to roll. I'm all like, let's do this.
He's hyped up.
I'm hyped up.
I'm still trying to catch my brain.
Yes, Angelina, she does need some more coffee. She does need more coffee. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in today. bring your greatness today. Bring your greatness this week. Okay. Where are you? Have you sat down and written out your big three for the week? We're about to do that. Mm-hmm. We're about to do that during our L10. That's when we're going to write out our big three for the week. And you want to know what? The emails are already coming in. So, and thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you guys for dealing with a little bit of emotion that I just had there for a little bit, because that's not normal for Nick. Normally Nick's is just always positive, but that was a little emotional right there, especially towards the end. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys. We love you guys here joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. We have guests coming in this week. This week is going to be awesome. So thank you guys for tuning in.
And if you're listening via podcast, come over to Facebook and YouTube, because that's where we get, side tangented because of our comments. That's the new word I created.
Side tangented?
Yep.
Tangented.
So come join us over here. Make sure that you like the videos so that we know to pray for you, because we are always praying over people that are watching our show, listening to us, just that you have somebody speaking positive over your life. And when we can put a name to it, it's more powerful. So.
Ooh, that was good.
Yep.
Now, rolling today, make sure that you
rise up.
crush it.
Bye y'all.